What is up, everyone? Happy Monday. We are back with another live stream and we're playing some TUNIC. Super cute fox themed action adventure game and heavily inspired by Legend of Zelda. So we started it maybe like a month ago, so now we're going to get back into it. Thanks to the folks who are members over on YouTube who voted yesterday for the game. So yes, that will be what we're enjoying today. But first we need to shout out folks who are supporting over on Twitch and then YouTube. Glimmer Gang Twitch subscribers, thank you so much. We're up to 7 folks on that platform. Gotta give it up for Slonko Bomb, Endless One Up, Ramblin' Man 2022, Mo Moon 89, Lord Koj, Jingai, Jigo Komodo, and Kale Sonata. So thank y'all so much for subscribing over on Twitch. I really appreciate your support on that platform while we're dual streaming. And we'll get into the YouTube members as well. So yes, you got 42 of y'all. So hopefully if and when we are able to hit 50 subs, I'm hoping to integrate an additional emoji. I think it'll be our 12th one that will be a custom one that I ordered from the artist Sunrise Jelly, who did the art for my existing emojis that are available in her Etsy shop, or sorry, their Etsy shop. So yes, going down the list for Glimmer Gang affiliates, folks who are members over on YouTube: Omega Ace Gaming, Snorlax, Tetrafan 1000, Orudelpha, Haunted Wisp, Dr. Lucy Van Pelt, B Tender, Daniel Martin, Shady Frosty, Slunko Bomb Gaming, Cover M, Endless One Up, Nerdettes Newsstand, The Retro Bro, Movies Madness and Entertainments, What to What, Potion Sword Run, SSJK.Sanctum, Mike Stanchill Porter, Skywalker the Jedi, Jacob Aram, Brian M, My Cock Hurts, The Pastafarian, Cafe by the Way, DJC Game Studios, Mo Moon, Travis MCP, Glimmering Harpy, Luke's Awakening, Quiet Chris, Hans Brand, Terrence Martin, Retro Ralph, Myself in Comics, Stampede Gaming, Keely Chow, Rise of Zen, Andrew, Michael Garvey, Aries the Child, and Evil Streams. So thank you all so much for becoming members over on YouTube as well. If you'd like to be a member and you're watching over on Twitch or YouTube, I have the link pinned in the live chat currently, and then if you're watching this in the VOD, information's in the description as well, or you can find a link in my link tree over on Twitter. I try to make it as accessible as possible. But yes, thank you all so much for the support. So yeah, we'll go ahead and get into the game and say hello to everyone in the chat. Welcome folks watching over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the support there. And folks watching over on YouTube, welcome. We got Sam Falcon popping in saying, hope you have a great stream, Rhea. Happy Monday to you too. Thank you so much, Sam. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your not so busy work day. I know it's a luxury during this time of year. And Omega Ace Gaming, hola, good to see you, Omega Ace. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And J Cut says that Harpy is scandalous. What's up, J Cuts? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're having a great day so far. And yeah, so I think we're good to go. So I'm probably gonna have to relearn how to play this game after not playing it for a month, but we shall see. So yeah, I have no idea where I left off. Oh, we're supposed to assign weapons to different slots. Okay, that makes sense. All these other items appear to be perishables, so I may not want to put anything that I'm not ready to use right away there yet. So cool. All right. Okay, dodging is fine, like as long as like we get away from harm. Okay, and what's up, Omega Ace? Thanks, Rhea. Hi, everyone. Welcome. Hope you're having a great day so far. And congrats on smashing 800 subs the other week. And yeah, I believe, Omega, you're having a community event where you're asking folks to submit footage of them playing some retro games. I believe it's a selection of different Disney-themed ones, if I'm not mistaken, from like Super Nintendo and the Sega Genesis. But yeah, that's really cool because I saw that Slonko is participating in that. And Omega says, thank you. No, thank you, dude. And cool. So our little friend here, we're just kind of wandering around. As long as we attack them first and get them out of the way, hopefully we can continue to explore. Okay. Oh man, just getting attacked from all sides right now. I know that this game is kind of challenging for a lot of folks who play in, like, you know, the regular difficulty, and as far as like cryptic sort of what is the word, like dungeons and stuff like that. Oh yikes, I think I blew myself up. Evil Stream says, sup Ray and gang, salute, good to see you Evil Streams, happy Monday, hope you're having a great day so far. Oh, okay, I think I'm supposed to use a bomb to get that shield off of this character, this enemy. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, so that's targeting. Let's take a look. Maybe we can use this dynamite. I don't know if I want to use it though. It's a perishable. I forget what this is. What is that? Wait, no. Okay, assign it to Y, and then B we will keep as our sword. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let me try and like aim. What is that? Oh, yikes, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh well, at least we got some money out of it. And Omega says, you got it, Disney games for any console. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. And Jay Cuts over on YouTube says, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, when I was dead broke. Man, I couldn't picture this. Nice, nice VIG lyric drop right there. And Evil Streams on YouTube says, congrats on your award last night. I won an award for what? And Jonathan Mills says, and I also like season 3 of Attack on Titan as well. What's up, Jonathan? Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. Okay, so, let me see. I guess I have no choice but to use my dynamite. Oh, oops. Let me select it first. Okay. And assign my sword. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, I think that works. Hopefully we're able to throw our dynamite at this dude now. Blow him up! Yay, we did it! Take that! We gotta aim at this dude. Yes! Haha, take that. And She Lion Gaming, oh snap, what's up girlie? Good to see you, She Lion. Jade, hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And how's your homework been over the weekend? Hopefully it wasn't like too stressful. Kale Sonata over on Twitch. Hi, hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much, Kale, for popping in. Yeah, I just shouted out all the Twitch subs and YouTube members right before the show, like I usually do, and I added you to the graphics, so thank you so much for popping in over on Twitch. I appreciate it. And hope you're having a good Monday so far. And Pert Minded says, Europe, good to see you. Pert Minded, hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Monday. And let's see, Stampede Gaming, punch that like button, everyone, and happy birthday, Omega Ace Gaming. Ribs, spare ribs. Oh, it's Omega's birthday. Oh, we gotta sing happy birthday to Omega. Okay, I am going to do a terrible Stevie Wonder cover for the happy birthday song for you, Omega. Okay, I don't even know the words. I just know like the hook or whatever. I'm just like, happy birthday to ya, happy birthday to ya, happy birthday. I don't know. That's literally all the words I know. Your birthday's tomorrow. Oops. The big oof in the chat. Oh my god. Oh god, now I need to do that again tomorrow. Ew. I think y'all did that on purpose just so I would have to sing it twice. Yeah, Jade, this game looks really cool. It does. It kind of lures you in with like its unassuming graphics, but then it just gets really difficult out of nowhere. It's super cryptic too with the dungeons. But yeah, I know other people have like played this longer than I have and enjoy it a lot. So I'm glad that they picked it for me to revisit. And Omega says, haha, thank you. Jake cuts to the dancing emojis. And Kale Sonata over on Twitch saying, oh, nice and thank you. Happy birthday, Omega. Thank you so much, Kale. I appreciate it. And Jagurgo says, I need to remember that this game is on sale and I need to get it ASAP. What's up, Jagurgo? Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Thank you so much for popping into the chat. Sam Falcon says, listening on my way home. Gotcha. Thanks for the support, Sam. And Sheline Gaming over on YouTube says, brutal lol, but thank you. Still have some to go. Back on it in 30. Nice. Taking a break is very valid indeed. Everyone should definitely take breaks. And Jonathan Mills says, the cringe. I love it. Stampede says, oh, Rhea should audition for, Rhea should go for American Idol. I don't know. Let's not. But yes, thank you for the compliment, I guess, Stampede. I'm assuming that's a compliment. And Sheline says, hi, Cuts. And Perp Minded says, that was great. I will request that again for my birthday next year. Maybe I can like learn some more words by then. Jay saying, hey, what's up to She-Lion? And Sam Falcon says, such a great laugh. Oh my god, it's the most obnoxious laugh on the planet, but okay. She-Lion says, it was beautiful, Rhea. You just reminded me what you said, Jade. So like I was rewatching Clerks. Oh god, I just wasted my dynamite. No, god, that's what I hate about assigning different weapons to buttons, because then I accidentally hit a button. I'll use a perishable item and use it. But anyway, what I was saying is that like Jade, that line, it was beautiful, man. That's a fun line from Clerks. So you just reminded me of that. One of the characters, or like one of the background characters, says it to the berserker guy after he, you know, sings part of his song, like, "Oh, my love for you is like a clock berserker," or a ticking clock berserker. Yeah, and then dude's just like, "That's beautiful, man." And Omega says, thank you, Kale Sonata. Yes, Kale Sonata wishing Omega a happy birthday from Twitch. And let's see, She-Lion says, yes, oh my god, I know. Clerks is such a good movie. That's like my background movie. So like I need sources of sound from various devices coming from like multiple areas in my room in order to focus. And I like to work in the dark. Like, so that, I don't know, these are like just like my auditory and visual needs as a worker. So I'm really stoked that I have that luxury where I live. Anyway, yeah, so like I'm playing the movie, then I'm on Twitter on my phone, and I'm also like doing work at the same time. So I'm like multitasking because I can't focus on one thing. I need to be doing multiple things in order to focus on anything at all. I don't know, like I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, multitasking in order to focus. And J-Cut says, what's the next line of Berserker? I'm not gonna say it, I'm trying to keep the chat PG. And Jonathan says, hey Rhea, have you ever been card for a video game? Because before I haven't, and I'm glad. I'm sorry, can you enter what you mean in the chat, because I don't know if I read it properly or not. She-Lion says, I'm the same girl. It's a neural curse. Lol, yeah, yes, yeah. Shout outs to the neurodivergent folks like me in the chat who just like, who have all of these like requirements in order to function. But yeah, thanks y'all so much for popping into the chat. I appreciate it. Happy Monday to you. How's the music, by the way? I want to make sure that everyone can hear this stellar soundtrack. And Jonathan says, I'm saying, do they ask for your ID for video games? No, not at all. Like, even when I worked at GameStop, I didn't ask for ID. Well, like, if it's a little kid, obviously I'm gonna be like, hey, yeah, you can't buy GTA 5. Like, maybe have someone older than you come and buy it for you. I don't know. I wouldn't say it like that, but I'd just be like, well, yeah, if you had someone old enough to buy this game for you, then I could definitely sell it to you. So I would basically be subtly alluding, like, hey, come back with someone else who doesn't look as young as you do. But I wouldn't, like, ask for ID. And Kale Sonata over on Twitch says, I can't function at all, dude. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, yeah, like having like ADHD is like a struggle I deal with all the time. And Pert Minus says facts on the same way I do a gajillion things at the same time. I know, because like I can't just sit and focus on one thing. When I try to watch a movie, I'm trying to break that habit because I want to try and absorb more stuff for like when I'm watching movies or reacting to trailers, because I want to make sure that I'm giving my impressions as true to the content that's being shown as I can, and I don't miss too many details. So like, for example, I'm watching Willow on Disney Plus, and I really like that show, and I'm sure I'm missing some context from just watching it one time. And it's a high fantasy show as well, and with a lot of like really intricate like names and plot threads and lore that they're trying to build. So sometimes like if a lot of that information falls through the cracks, and it may be true for other people who don't have these same struggles that I do, but for me, I feel like it's like tenfold. Retro Complex, heyo, good to see you, Ken. Hope you're having a good Monday so far. Thanks for popping in. And She-Lion says, I love the music, gotta run, but much love to you. Make sure you all hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Jade, I appreciate it. Happy Monday. Thanks so much for popping in. And Omega says, I once rejected a kid from buying sleeping dogs and told him to go to buy napping puppies instead. He was not amused. Omega, you must have been a store manager. You give me store manager vibes. Like if I was working at GameStop, you would be a store manager, if not like an assistant manager. I would probably be a key holder at best, just because like my schedule would be like open enough for someone to be like, no one else wants to close, so we might as well make this person a key holder. That would literally be the only reason why I would ever be put in those roles, was because I work the shifts, or I'm willing to work the shifts that no one else wants to work. But yeah, so like other than like the eyeball test of like, hey, this kid looks not old enough to play GTA 5 or whatever, we wouldn't do too much due diligence outside of that. And Retro Complex saying what's up to Omega Ace, and what's up, Hans? Good to see you. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing awesome. Thanks so much for popping in. Hans saying what's up to Omega. So it's apparently not Omega's birthday today necessarily, but it is tomorrow. Oh, another homie in the community, Xander Scullion. It's his birthday. So yes, I wished him a happy birthday on Twitter. Big shouts out to him. And let's see. That would be a fun show to do like in the new year or in the future. Xander, Omega, me and Ken, Retro Complex, and maybe even like Cyrus from Mega Super Graphics 64. Yeah, they're all doing like awesome content, and they're keeping the conversation on like non-Nintendo stuff alive. So that's what I really appreciate. So yeah. Well, Xander, in particular, he's really big into shooters, I noticed. And then Sai is also into that too. Like, he's doing a lot of Sega appreciation content. And Omega, like, keeping the flame burning for Castlevania. So yeah, it would be like the most ambitious crossover in the history of gaming podcasts. And Omega says, you got it, birthday hats for everyone tomorrow. And Retro says, you see those notes, there's a code. Oh, okay, I know Ken finished this game. Like, I think he finished it like multiple times. So, sorry, Ken, in the context of you putting that message and where I moved around since you left that message, I'm not sure what you're referring to. But let me just go back and pay more attention to the ground. That's what I'm saying, is that like I miss so many details because I'm just sort of like trying to multitask in order to focus while playing, but it doesn't end up working out that way. And Omega says, I'm totally down, keep me in the loop. Yes, yeah, I know everyone has like vicious schedules that we have to deal with, but yes. Oh, what's happening here? Items! Yay. Yes, I need that. Wait, what are the other things that we can buy? Okay, yeah, I definitely need this, so I'm gonna say okay. That's 100 of my currency though, but whatever. Not like we can bargain with this, what is this, skeleton fox creature? And Mattia says, hi, I'll hit the like button. Thank you, Mattia. I appreciate it. And Hans says, when are we going to do a huge Yu-Gi-Oh tournament? I have no clue, Hans. Like, is there anyone else besides you and me who play Yu-Gi-Oh on Switch? And Omega says, Mattia, hiya. Hans says, no XYZ cards or whatever those are. Jay Cut says, happy birthday to all Sagittarius. Is it Sagittarii? I don't know what the plural would be of that word. Jonathan says, I rate Demolition Man a 9 out of 10. Oh, Demolition Man the movie? Yeah, it's pretty tight. I like dystopian movies for sure, and it's nice and campy. It's got like really like punchy writing and dialogue too. Kale Sonata over on Twitch says, I'd try Yu-Gi-Oh on Switch. Yeah, it's pretty fun. I haven't touched it in over a year though. That's why I'm just like, Hans, really? Yu-Gi-Oh? Mario Kart is definitely like a lower tier of difficulty to re-engage my brain on, honestly. Retro Complex says, yeah, this game is a huge scavenger hunt. And Kale Sonata says, is Yu-Gi-Oh free to play? No, so like the Yu-Gi-Oh Switch game that we're talking about is I think it's like a $20 game or so. It's been out for a while, but yeah. Hans and I used to play it all the time, like when I first started my channel like a year and a half ago or so, or when I was first starting to experiment with streaming software and all that other stuff. He would stream Yu-Gi-Oh with me. Oh my god, I just wasted the dynamite. It's stupid button assignments. Oh god, they're just so frustrating. I need to not put my dynamite on this menu. Yeah, that is very upsetting. Okay. Hans says, she kicked my ass so many times, lol, that damn Harpy's deck. And Jonathan says, you started YouTube last year, Rhea. I started YouTube, or I started to experiment with YouTube like in 2020. Retro Complex laughing. I know, this just like is terrible. Okay, cool, so we can zoom out and see how we can get to the rest of the map. And Kale Sonata over on Twitch saying, oh, gotcha, yeah, totally. I have to think of more like multiplayer games that would be fun to play on the channel, but it's hard because like a lot of the games that I enjoy the most are solo. And Jonathan says, what was your first video? There were some stream tests that I did with Hans for Yu-Gi-Oh when I had only like a MacBook Air and what else? Yeah, that's about it. Maybe like a $20 mic and camera. So yeah, I've upgraded since then, as you can see. And Nerdette's Newsstand, don't forget to hit like. Thank you so much, Tristan. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. Thanks so much for popping in. And Omega Ace Gaming says, hope you're doing well, guys. Thank you. And Jay Cut says, and boom goes the dynamite. Yeah, that was very annoying. Anyways, Perminded says, OG Yu-Gi-Oh is the only way to play. All this extra ish is cheating. Omega says, this guy looks tough. Yes, I'll pick this card. And Omega says, I would lose Yu-Gi-Oh so hard I pick my cards based on the pictures. Same. Han says, probably not. Jacob says, I didn't know the plural either, lol. Yeah, the plural of Sagittarius is. And Biggie D's Arcade. Hi, Rhea. Good to see you, Biggie. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And Han says, ew, it's Nerdette, JK. Everyone be nice to Tristan. And Retro Complex says, okay, you see that door? This one here? Okay, let's go to this door. I think there's another door past here that I can go to. Okay, I opened up all this treasure already. Go in front of the door that is closed. Oh, okay. Let me exit this cave. Hans says, I'm never not nice to Tristan. Okay, cool. Thank you, Hans. And Omega says, lil hiya, Nerdette, Jonathan, Biggie D. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are so wonderful. Greeting folks in the chat, making them feel welcome. Okay, so go to the door that's closed. All right, Ken. I backtracked a little bit. I'm not sure if I passed by a door or not. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Yes, let's go in there. Oh, my key opened the door. Nice. Okay. That looks like the right thing to do. Alright, what's in here? Gold. Well, we definitely need that after we blew our money on dynamite that we ended up exploding. Retro says, well, yeah, the other door, lol, but you did good. Oh, okay. Maybe I just wasted my key. I'm not sure. But yeah, let's keep exploring. Omega, you played this game before, right? Did you get a chance to complete it, or did you get pretty far in the game? Oops. I wonder if that was something I should have kept. Oh, we got a shield. Okay. Nice. ZR. Cool, cool. Alright, I have to remember shield and ZR. Okay, and then this, I'll push this up. And Retro says, that's fine. No, you are in the correct track. Okay, cool. Thank you, Ken. Cool beans. Ken, I don't even see your posts on my Twitter anymore. I don't know. I have to go out of my way to like look for your posts to see if you're what you're talking about. And then I'm like, oh dang, he had like 2 videos that I like missed. So then I go and like share them and watch them. But yeah, that's that sucks. Same thing with like Aries, Luke, and Slonko, like folks that I interact with all the time, but like I still don't see your content that you post for your own videos for some reason. I see stuff that you may share out or retweet, but I don't see the actual post that you make on your own. It's really weird. It just says, I don't know what's going on. I may have to start tagging you. Yeah, dude. That's totally fine. Other folks, I have like, I get irritated when I get spam tagged with like 20 other people, but for you, yeah, that's totally fine. Tag me. Yeah, Ken, yeah, I don't tag either. I kind of just stopped sharing out my posts in like Twitter groups and stuff, because then it just gets lost in like the mix of other conversations that are going on and stuff. And sometimes it's a little off topic, since like I'm one of the only people who does video game streams, and other folks do like movie talk streams. So yeah, different audience. And Omega says, I'm also generally hesitant to tag. Yeah, I think it's like it's cool as long as like folks are like, oh hey, can I like tag you? Like, yeah, like how Ken asked. I was just like, yeah, that's totally fine, do it. And let's see, folks who are watching over on Twitch and YouTube, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And Kale Sonata over on Twitch says, playing ranked Pokemon Unite while I lurk. No worries, dude. Hope you're having a relaxing day so far. It sounds like it is, since you're playing Pokemon Unite. Yeah, I was playing more Dragon Quest Treasures last night. It's a really fun game. I enjoy it a lot. It's just the right amount of cozy and challenge at the same time. And Jonathan Mills says, I like to watch people do the spicy noodle challenge. Really? Is that like one of those, is that different from like the hot wing challenge on Hot Ones? And Omega says, those helpless enemies were admiring the treasure chest. Admiring or guarding? And Slonko Bomb Gaming in the house. What's up, Slonko? Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. Slonko is on the fast track to 600. She just cracked 500 last week, if I'm not mistaken. Oof. Take that. Oof. This cannon is just shooting us non-stop. Cool. And Rich is saying, Slonko. And Jonathan says, yes, it is. That Albus person tipped $5. Bubble tea, Albus, thank you so much. Yeah, I personally have stopped drinking bubble tea for a few years now, but I appreciate the donation. That's very kind of you. Yeah, I used to be a fiend for bubble tea back in the day. But yeah, it's just chock full of sugar. But yes, it's good once in a while for people who have self-control. Not me though. And Omega Ace Gaming says, oh my god, I forgot I had these. Pew pew, yes. And Omega says, dono hype. Yes, thank you, Albus person, for the generous dono. I appreciate it. And Slanko says, hey Retro, hola elote. And It's All BS says, hi Hans. Old School says, never trust a dude in a tunic. And well, Old School, to your point, didn't Robin Hood, like, wasn't he like, isn't he always sort of like designed as like wearing a tunic? Or Peter Pan. I don't know. You could argue that those characters are kind of sus, but they seem pretty like jovial. I don't know if like jovial aligns to altruistic or good intentions or not, but yeah, they seemed like pretty fun people. And Quadmaster G, what's up, Rhea? Good to see you. Q, hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And yeah, I guest starred on Q's podcast the other day that he's working on premiering over on his channel Muldiversity. So if you guys want to check it out, definitely do. They also do he and his crew also do discussion streams on TV and film, and yeah, it's just a really awesome time over there. So yeah, I think I have y'all on my recommended channels list too. I have to double check, but yes, if not, I will definitely add y'all. But yes, thank you so much for inviting me on your podcast, and I'm looking forward to when it premieres. J-Cut says, when I think of Tunic, I think of Link. Yes, yeah, definitely. I think that is further adding to the inspiration that Legend of Zelda had on this game. Omega says, hi, Old School, Monstar, and all. And Omega says, elote! Yeah, so like, I have vivid memories of like going to LA with my family, and they would just be like all about this, this corn on the cob that was prepared with like, mayonnaise, seasoning, yeah, just like really like decadently smothered with that stuff. And looking back, I was like, yeah, it looks kind of good, but eating it on a cob, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, I guess it's a vibe for some people. I remember the street dogs too, as well, like smelling the smell of roasted elote and street hot dogs all over the LA fashion district. And Quamaster G says, prayers up. Yes, thank you, dude. And Omega says, good old street corn. Yes, yeah, definitely, that's what it was. And Retro Complex says, you're not ready for this area. Yeah, the darkness was really spooky. And Old School is saying what's up to Omega. And I think I caught up with everyone. Yeah, thank you so much for the generous donation, Albus. I appreciate it. All donos get circled back to the communities that I support, including folks in the chat. And then, yeah, I love giving back to folks who support. So thank you so much. And Kale Sonata over on Twitch says, some elote and bacon wrapped hot dogs. Yeah, dude. It's not just exclusive to LA either. It's pretty much in a lot of like major cities too. And Retro Complex says, I'm helping you a bit, lol, sorry for backseating. No, it's totally fine, I appreciate it. You could probably tell I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just sort of like leisurely exploring right now. And Omega says, I prefer butter instead of mayo on my corn, but it's all good. Yeah, I'm a little weirded out by the mayo as well, but the butter makes sense. But I mean, to each their own. Danger. Okay. That's funny how danger was in English or in text that I could read, but the other characters were not. Like, not everything that I read is translated into English, from what I noticed. Dean Brock says, hi Rhea, hey Rhea, good to see you, Dean. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And J Cut says, we don't get much of that in Philly. It's more cheesesteaks and pizza. Oh man, Carb City. And yeah, well, when it comes to Philly, I would definitely like to try some cheesesteak. That would be great. And some pizza. Or like pizza toppings, I should say, and cheesesteak, meat and cheese. Retro Complex says, yes, go down the hole. Okay. Oh, we got additional pages for our guide. Okay, cool. Okay, we're gonna go down the hole after we put down these bridges. The animation for this game is so awesome. Okay, cool. We'll head down here. Hopefully nothing too spooky that we can't handle. Dean Brock says, hey Omega, how you doing, buddy? It's Omega's birthday tomorrow, Dean. You missed my terrible singing earlier when I was singing him happy birthday. Yeah! Oh, dang, they just exploded and I got hurt. Oops. Okay. What's over here? Take that! Haha. Let's go, let's go! No! Oh my gosh. I'm like worried about my health bar. I can't tell how it's impacting me, all this residual damage. And J-Cut says, I always recommend when people come to this area to try pork roll and scrapple. We have breakfast meats over here that people haven't even heard of. Oh, yeah, that would be interesting to try out. Like, for breakfast stuff, like, I usually stick to, like, eggs and some, like, lean meats, like turkey and chicken. But I'm willing to, you know, expand my horizons and check out stuff. It's just because, like, my dietary needs are a little different from other folks. And, Retro Complex says, lol. Omega says, doing well, Dean, thanks. And birthday hats for everyone tomorrow. Don't ask why, but Retro Complex is getting 2 hats. He has to put the hat on top of his regular hat. And Jonathan Mills says, I like Kel Mitchell. Yeah, Keenan and Kel is an awesome show. They're a great comedic duo for sure. I'm interested to see the new Good Burger movie that they come out with soon. Or at least that was announced. I'm not sure like how far into production it is though. What dis? Is it a checkpoint? I hope so. And Retro Complex says, my hat is fused to me at this point. Yeah, dude. So like, I wear hats a lot, especially when I'm not feeling how my hair is looking, like today, for example. So yeah. I tried to film more shorts today too. I'm enjoying doing the trailer reactions and unboxings, so I'm trying to put out more content for that. But it takes time to film that stuff and edit it, so I was going hard in the paint doing it every day, but then I'm just like, oh, I'm so tired. Retro Complex says, will you go? Oh, Dean says, Retro Complex will be live tomorrow. Yes, Dean, if God permits. Oh, yeah, definitely. We got to catch that live. And Charles Lamont says, hello, everyone. Good to see you, Charles. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. Thanks so much for popping in over on YouTube. Charles says, I feel depressed and sad here. I'm not doing too well. I'm stressed out. Oh, I'm so sorry, Charles. Sending you well wishes. I'm so sorry that you're going through stuff right now. And Omega says, hiya, Charles. And I think I caught up with everyone in the chat. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Over on Twitch and YouTube. What else is over here? Can we reach the chest this way? How can we move these items? Or not items, or these obstacles, I should say. And Jonathan says, Ultraviolet is a guilty pleasure for me. I like the futuristic, cyberpunk, female-led stuff. Like, I'm a big fan of Aeon Flux. I've never seen the live-action adaptation of it, though. That reminds me, I don't know if anyone liked the live-action adaptation of Ghost in the Shell, but Ghost in the Shell is also a really good anime movie, too. But yeah, like, just to, like, answer your question. Oh, and, like, Fifth Element, obviously. So yeah, I like cyberpunk themes in the future with, like, female protagonists. Like, that's a vibe for sure. And Retro Complex says, it's really good. It's not super accurate, but it's a good movie. Ultraviolet? Oh, is Ultraviolet based on a comic book series? And J-Cut says, multipass. And Jonathan Mills says, I like that movie. Yeah. Which movie are you referring to? Is it one of the ones that I mentioned, Jonathan? I want to get this treasure chest, but I guess I can't get it right now. And Retro Complex says, Aeon Flux. Yeah, I love Aeon Flux. I remember watching the animated series on MTV2 growing up, because, like, I wouldn't remember it being on original MTV. I only saw the what is it called? The syndicated episodes on MTV2. Take that. Ah. Right, back away, back away. Oh, darn it. Okay, well, we're still alive, I guess. Take that. Alright, back away, back away. All these enemies explode. Money, 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 money. And Jonathan says, Ghost in the Shell and Aeon Flux. Yeah, yeah. I liked the anime movie for Ghost in the Shell. And yeah, Aeon Flux, the series, is really good. Good times. There's a lot of like extended lore content and additional movies and stuff that I have yet to watch yet. But yes. Jonathan says, Ghost in the Shell standalone complex is awesome. Yeah, yeah, no arguments here. I don't think anyone would argue with you here. At least folks who have like seen it. And Dean Brock says, the Eagles clinched the playoffs already. Oh, Dean, are you talking about sports? I don't know if I can be of value in that conversation, but maybe other folks in the chat can. So the Eagles won the big sports game, is that what you're saying? And Soxcade, hey all, we can all relax. Sox has entered the building. What's up, Sox? Good to see you. And happy Monday to you. And Dean Brock says the NFL. Oh, cool. Okay, so the big football sports game. Go, 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 team, go. And Jay Cut says, Eagles, go Birds. Woo, sports. Jonathan says, my favorite football team is the Cowboys. Oh, cool. Yeah, more sports talk. Great. I'm just joking. Yes, it's cool that y'all enjoy that. It's awesome. I just can't speak to it too much, so I'll let y'all have your fun. Omega says, I'm not a sports guy, but I definitely support your enjoyment of it. Yes, yeah, me too. I'm just like, woo, sports. I can like probably do a bad impression of like a sports fan. Like, oh, did you see what he did with the ball there at the line? Oh man, that was oh man, see, I can't even do like a bad impression. I'm just like awful. I'm like running out of words to use. Thousand Stars says, did TUNIC come out this year or last year? That is a good question. I am not 100% sure, Thousand Star, but thank you so much for popping in. I wouldn't be surprised if it came out last year and just got popular or ported over to other consoles this year. And Omega says, my favorite part is when they kick the ball. Yes. Yes. Good impression of someone who enjoys sports, Omega. Retro Complex says 2020. It came out in 2020? Oh, okay. I feel like it's only just now getting really, really popular. Oh, cool. I would never have known that that would lead to another part of the map. I just sort of randomly walked over there. And Omega says, yes, Rhea, oh my god, yeah, I know. My impression of people who like sports. Like, I played sports as a kid, but yeah, it didn't sink into being a fan of sports. Okay, we can take down this bridge, possibly, if we get up to where those stairs are. So how can we do that? Can we go under here? Okay, cool. Then can we walk up here? What's blocking us? Can we go down the waterfall? Nope, maybe it's not safe. Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. Oh, okay, so maybe we can climb back up here. Anything we can cross there? Nope, doesn't look like it. And maybe we can backtrack a little bit and find a way back. Cool, so just wanted to do a checkpoint action really quick. Can't get up there to that treasure chest. Omega says, my old job, anytime a new employee would ask me about sports, I'd say, I don't follow sports. Yes, I know. We'll never be friends. It was a good icebreaker. And Ismet says, what is this? This is Tunic on Nintendo Switch. It's an indie game inspired by Legend of Zelda. Take that. Run away. Cool. We got to get our timing down. And happy Monday to you, Ismet. Hope you're having a great day so far. Thanks so much for popping in over on YouTube. Team Brock says, Rhea, besides going shopping on Christmas, is there anything else you might do? Not sure. Like, I'm supposed to spend time with my sister and go see her and potentially spend time with our family as well. But I'm not 100% confirmed on what days and stuff we're going to do something. So, yeah, I'm just sort of playing it by ear right now. What about you, Dean? I wonder if I'm backtracking too much, though. Ismet says, thanks, happy Monday to you, too. Okay, cool. Like, I don't think I'm supposed to go all the way back, so let me just head back deep into the cavern from whence we came. And Jonathan says, the only indie game I've played is Hades on Switch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have Hades on Switch. I think I mentioned this. You might have brought it up even. Yeah, I've yet to play it, though. I would like to play it. That could be something I add on the member poll at another time, if y'all want to watch me play that. But right now, it's Tunic time. Tunic has a little stick and a sword. They are ready to go. Oh, and a shield. I gotta remember to use my shield more often. I only just found it, though. Okay, as long as I keep my my shield up. Cool, cool. Jay Cuts over on YouTube says, Hades will take you a while, lots of dying. Oh yeah, because it's a roguelite, right? And Ismet says, have you ever played Super Mario Odyssey? Yeah, I did when it first came out. And Dean Brock says, I'm going to go shopping to Game Traders Club. Also, I'm waiting to hear when the Contra Anniversary Collection will be in stock. They don't have it yet. Gotcha. Yeah, I know you're really excited for that collection. I hope it comes out and you're able to get a copy when it releases. And Jonathan says, the game is so hard, but I like hard games. Nice, yeah. I like games that feel good to play. If they end up being challenging, but, you know, engaging enough that I feel I'm still having fun, then yeah, that's great. And Ismet says, is it any good? You mean this game? Well, for me, I've just barely started playing it, personally. And when I first started playing it a while ago, like a month ago, I kind of lost memory of like all the stuff that I was doing, so I'm trying to rebuild and rebuild my knowledge and familiarity with the controls, so that way I can answer your question, isn't it? Yay, we blocked the explosion. And Dean Brock says, oh, so you're going to see your sister. Okay, how's she's doing? She's doing great, yeah. Potentially I would go see her. I just need to figure out the days. And Jonathan says, I don't rage quit. Yeah, no, that's cool, Jonathan. So you finish a lot of games then. And Momoon over on Twitch. Welcome, welcome, Momoon. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Jay Cuts over on YouTube says, I don't like hard games. I even play Sekiro after buying it. Kind of regret it. Yeah, like for me, I like games that keep me motivated to continue on, even if it's challenging. Like I want to see like my time and labor that I put into the game mean something, and that's why I usually play RPGs, because I can just spend a good chunk of time grinding and building my team up to get them really strong, and then playing through the game at that point feels better because I'm seeing the fruits of my labor, you know, on the screen, and in the form of either like a lot of items or really strong attack on my team stats and stuff like that. So yeah. J-Cut says, Elden Ring won Game of the Year, but pretty sure it would whip my butt. And Ismet says, you should play whichever, 3. Yeah, definitely. And Gibby Gibbertson, oh, this looks fun. What's up, Gibby? Good to see you. We're just playing some Tunic on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, it's a very reminiscent of the Zelda games, as you can probably tell. And hope you're having a good Monday so far, Gibby. Retro Complex says, well, I'm a Sato because all I get is really hard games. Yeah, that's fair, though, because, like, you want your, you want to feel good about the time you invested in, what is the word? Like, it's going towards something worthwhile that you feel good for accomplishing. So, yeah, like, I understand that argument, too. And Dean Brock says, Omega Game Traders Club is a local game store. Oh, Omega asked, Game Traders Club, is that a chain or an independent store? Oh, okay, y'all are talking about where to shop for games. Very, very nice. I like independent game stores, too. They tend to have a lot of games that, like, I thought I would never see in person, or, like, some fun, funky consoles. Yeah, good times. Is there anything in here that I can exit to? Maybe a door or something? What's over here? Okay, I was just over here, I think, but yeah, we'll just keep destroying these bins, or not bins, barrels. Alright, run away! Oh, oops. Yikes. Cool, okay. Take that! Fume, fume, fume! Alright, I just keep holding down ZR to keep my shield up. Spam that sword button. And Retro Complex says, hey Moon, and Moon over on YouTube now. Sup, fellow tubers. And Omega says, Rhea, sorry for leaving so soon, but I'll be visiting another friend for a while before the wife comes home. No worries. Thank you so much for popping in, Omega. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be catching you later. I'll come through to wish you a happy birthday tomorrow as well. And yeah, Omega, are you going to be streaming tomorrow for your birthday? If so, please drop your link in the chat so we can go hang out with you, and keep an eye out for your stream notification. And Momoon says, Mega Ace Gaming, you can't come over, everyone is sick. And Snolly says, you too, Mega Ace Gaming, take care. Oh, sorry, did I miss you coming in, Snolly? Happy Monday. Thanks so much for coming in. Sorry, I'm blanking on if you were here the whole time or not. But yes, welcome, Snolly. Hope you're having a great day. And Mega says, I sure will. Birthday stream tomorrow. Yay! That's what's up. That's awesome, Omega. And Mega saying later to everyone, pew pew pew. And Keely Chow in the house. Hey everybody, welcome Keely. Hope you're having a great day so far. Moon says, late Omega. And Ismet says, I was at GameStop with my friend. He took 900 PS3 games in for he like traded in 900 PS3 games. I feel bad for the staff who had to price all of them and inspect the quality on them. Did they all have the original boxes, or cases, I should say, or did they just have the disc? Snolly says, I was lurking while editing a video. Sorry, no worries, Snolly. Yes, I appreciate all the lurks. Yes, obviously, thank you. And yeah, what are you working on editing at the moment? I didn't realize that you also played Super Kiwi 64. That's really cool. Yeah, if y'all want to check out Snolly's channel, he covers indie games like this and other awesome games as well that fly under the radar sometimes. So yeah, definitely give him some support too. Keely Chow says, thank you, I am, and same here. Good to hear you good to hear from Keely as always. Momoon over on Twitch with the koala emojis. And It's All BS says, what up, Momoon? And Omega says, there it is, you guys. Much love all. Thank you so much, Omega. I appreciate it. Always love having you in the chat. And we'll catch you later. Have a good evening. And Big Gibby saying, sup, Omega. Ismet says, a list of 6 staff were there counting games. Oh my gosh, I bet. There were 6 staff at this GameStop? It must have been a bigger location. I never see 6 people working at a GameStop at once. I wonder if that happened during the holidays too. That would also kind of be a buzzkill, I guess, because it's like, oh, like you're dealing with like all these customers and now you have to like stop and take a trade-in for like 900 games from someone. But yes, I don't know. I'm just speculating that that might have been the case. Cool. So how am I going to get to this treasure chest down there? I guess I'm gonna have to navigate somehow. And Sonali says, I'm working on Marsupi Lami Divine Knockout and Forspoken demo. Very, very cool. And Jonathan Vasquez says, hi, Rhea. Good to see you, Jonathan. Happy Monday. Thanks so much for popping in over on YouTube. Jonathan says, I've seen some nice people that work at GameStop. Yeah, totally. There are some really nice folks for sure. Sometimes the goals to hit as a salesperson at the store are really high, and they expect a lot from you, even though they don't pay too well. So that's one of my concerns as far as like after I left, I was just like really concerned about my friends that I was leaving behind who still had to like deal with all that stuff. So luckily all of them have left the store and didn't stay for too long, but yeah, for folks who still have to deal with that, yeah, my heart goes out to them. It's not easy. Take that, tentacle. Oh, we didn't get any money for that. Aw. Okay, cool beans. And Ismet says it was on a Saturday. Yeah, I bet GameStop be hella busy on Saturdays. Yeah, that makes sense. So 6 staff on a Saturday in like, at a store. Yeah, it must have been the holidays if I had to guess. Ismet says, I thought he was crazy trading in PS3 games. I was there for 6 hours though. Oh my gosh, really? Oh yeah, 900 games. Yeah, I guess like with that size of a collection, it's easier to just get a bulk price for them than try to piece them out for their real value. Yeah, I don't know if that was like their goal or not. J-Cut says, oh boo, High on Life getting some poor reviews. What's High on Life, J-Cuts? But yeah, thank you folks watching over on Twitch and YouTube. I super appreciate it. Some chill vibes with TUNIC. Oh, can I use dynamite? I don't want to use my last dynamite though. Kale Sonata says, I love your community. Thank you so much, Kale, for joining us over on Twitch. I appreciate it. J-Cut says, it's a new shooter platformer game coming out that was done by the Rick and Morty crew. Oh, I'm familiar with that one. I'm pretty sure I saw 1 or 2 trailers for it. High on Life is getting poor reviews. Oh, okay. Like, what are some of the concerns with the game from the reviews that you've seen so far? Ismet says, a list of 8 boxes, stacks of games. Oh, yeah, so, like, no cases? Aw, dude. I hate it when people traded in games with no cases. Like, for one, we had to, like, print out these black and white labels for the case, for the game. And for 2, they're just, like, not fun to sell to people. Like, we try to put the actual box art cases on the wall, like the display wall that people can go and pick up game cases on. They'll bring it to the cash register, and then sometimes we'll have to hand them one of the blank art cases, just because we didn't want to get rid of the actual box art, or we only had one or whatever reason. And the person would be like, I want the actual box art. And like at that point, like if they actually like verbalize the desire to have the actual box art, we're like, okay, yeah, fine. But usually we just do it and not like ask any questions and hope that they don't notice. J-Cut says, a mediocre shooter with an unfunny attitude problem was the review I saw from Eurogamer. Oh, what, the unfunny attitude problem? But it's from the writers from Rick and Morty? I'm wondering if there was maybe like lost in translation some of the humor for like the animated series versus trying to incorporate that into a video game. I don't know. Ismet says, if you were there, you would see you would see students know what to say. Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding what you're saying. Are you saying that the workers there were young people who were students? Retro Complex says, High on Life is really funny. Oh, Ken, are you excited to play that one when it comes out? I personally haven't really gotten into Rick and Morty, to be honest. I understand the appreciation for it. Yeah, it just, it didn't really click with me as much as like other Adult Swim shows did, but I understand it's like their most popular show. So yeah, I'm in the mega minority here. Retro Complex over on YouTube says, I want to play it, but I have other games. Yeah, same, exactly. You are speaking to the choir, man. But yeah. J-Cut says, comes out tomorrow. I'll be interested to see people's thoughts on it. Maybe it'll find a home on Nintendo Switch. Like that. J-Cuts, other than High on Life, what other games were you excited for the rest of the year? Or in the future, even? Jonathan Mills says, I like the Bird Girl on Adult Swim. Yeah, that was one I wanted to watch, too. Because I liked Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law, back in the day. And Ismet says, no, you wouldn't want to say if you saw it yourself in shop. Oh, okay. Oh, I'd be speechless. Oh, okay, I just reread what you said. I would be speechless and wouldn't know what to say. 900 games. Yes, I'd be like, bro, please don't do this to me. But on one hand, like, if it is a busy day and then someone came in with like 900 games, like I could realistically spend the rest of my shift just working on that trade-in, and I wouldn't have to deal with other customers. So that's sort of appealing. But like, if I need to take like my break, and if it's state mandated, you know, lunches and breaks and all that other stuff, I'd have to like hand off my trade-in stuff to like a manager or someone else on shift, and then come back, and I don't know if like the other person would just like tag me in or not. I don't know. It's just weird. So yeah, I would feel bad if I had to like leave it for someone else to do, but if it's just me working on it for my whole shift, that might not be too bad, because I can literally just work on that the entire time and then just be done for the day. And J-Cut says, the golf update finally came back to Switch Sports. Excited for that and still playing through Spider-Man. Only other game I'm waiting on is Pokemon Violet. Yeah, I have Violet and Scarlet. And J-Cut says, I think that's going to be a Christmas present for me. Very cool. Tight. Yeah, thank you folks watching over on Twitch and YouTube. Soups, appreciate it. I forgot to get my Gatorade in the kitchen. Darn it. I'm gonna be thirsty for the rest of the shift. Or not shift, stream. Shift, stream, same thing. Jonathan says, and I really enjoyed this live action show on Adult Swim called The Three Busy Deborahs. I've never heard of that one. What is that show about? Kale Sonata over on Twitch says, I've been playing so much golf on Switch Sports. I haven't picked up Switch Sports, but yeah, from what I hear, people really enjoy it. Kale Sonata says, oh my god, Three Busy Deborahs is my fave. Yeah, I totally stopped watching Adult Swim at a certain point, so this show I am very out of the loop on as far as what y'all are talking about. And Ismet says, have you ever played Stray? No, I'm familiar with Stray, though. Everyone recommends it to me. But yeah, I haven't played it yet. I'm hoping they port it to Switch so I can play it. The Switch is just like my preferred console. I'm sorry. Kale says over on Twitch, everyone in your community has such great taste in a variety of things. Yeah, definitely. So a lot of like my community on YouTube I met through like TV and film talk news channels, and video game, like retro game communities, some arcade communities. So yeah, lots of folks who are just into like a lot of like retro content and like nostalgic content, for example, and a lot of animated content too, as you can see. Let's see. J Cuts over on YouTube says, one of my strong nostalgia moments is playing Pokemon Gold by the Christmas tree when I was younger. So Pokemon is always fun around the holidays for me. Yeah, J-Cuts, I remember playing Pokemon during the holidays as well with like my cousins, and not having Pokemon of my own, so I would have to basically play their game when I didn't have one. So like once I finally got Pokemon, I got Pokemon Gold and a translucent purple Game Boy Color for my birthday, so that was really great. I think I was, what grade was I in? Like in 3rd grade or 4th grade? And Jonathan says, I guess about these girls and their names are Deborah. Oh, so like there's 3 women and all 3 of them are named Deborah? Quiet Chris says, hi Rhea, hope you're having a good day today. Good to see you, Quiet. Hope you're doing well. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. And J-Cut says, I have the atomic purple too. Yeah, the translucent purple, or I guess atomic purple. And Ismet says, Stray is out for PS4 as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, I do have a PS4, I just don't know where it is. I know I say that a lot, but yeah. That's all I was debating, like, should I just buy another one? Take that. I kind of want to step out of this cave because I am totes lost. And Jonathan Mills says, yes, but it got canceled, which I'm very sad about. Oh, I'm sorry that it got canceled. So was it a live action show or was it an animated show? Let's see, I'm just adjusting the camera. Okay, cool. J-Cut says, my brother had silver and we would battle all the time, but I worked my Pokemon through Stadium so that I'd always whip him. Nice. And Ismet says, it's probably in the loft, your PS4. Yeah, it's probably somewhere in storage. And Jonathan says, it's a live action show. Oh, okay. Interesting. The 3 Deborahs. Yeah, no, I never watched it before. Wonder what else is in this area. I know I put down some bridges, but yeah, where do they lead to? What's in here? Oh, sorry, I'm just making sure my chat is up. Old School says, Heathers is a good movie. Yeah, that's another really good movie. Yeah, it has Winona Ryder and Christian Slater in it, right? Oh, probably shouldn't go in there. Too spooky. And Jonathan Mill says it came out in March of 2020 when COVID started. Oh, I see. And Ismet says, you make my day watching your streams. Thank you so much, Ismet. I appreciate it. And J-Cut says, those old Pokemon games sell for a lot of money, which is strange since you'd figure they'd be common. Yeah, I think having the digital versions be locked to the 3DS and that eShop closing soon is kind of adding to the scarcity of it, though. Like, or the ability to play those games legitimately. Not that, like, well, I guess, like, I don't know, I don't want to argue if, like, emulation is legitimate or not, but yeah, like, it's one of the only ways that other people who aren't willing to, like, you know, emulate are able to play those games. Take that! Yeah! Slash, slash, slash. We're getting all our money back for all that dynamite that we wasted earlier. Good thing the respawn rate for these enemies is so high. Huzzah! What's here? Anything here? Nope. And Ismet says, do you buy your games online? Sometimes, yeah. I'll buy them online and get them shipped to my house usually. And J-Cut says, thank God for emulation because the prices of some of these games, forget about it. Yeah, speaking of emulation, so I know that the Final Fantasy games were rated, ESRB rated for Nintendo Switch, I think 1 through 6. And I think the speculation is that there will be new ports of those games to Nintendo Switch, obviously, but I mentioned to one of my friends who posted that on Twitter, like, oh, I hope that they bring the Game Boy Advance or DS or PSP versions of these games to Switch. And someone was just like, yeah, no, that's probably not going to happen. You're better off emulating because whatever versions Square is going to, you know, release for Switch, those will be the definitive ones, and it may not be the PSP ones or etc. So I'm like, oh, okay. Smelly says 99 for Pokemon games on 3DS isn't bad considering what the physicals are going for. Plus the local wireless functionality of Pokemon Bank is still usable. Yeah, those are all really big incentives that unfortunately are kind of going to be lost because of the eShop closing down. I wish we had more accessibility to just buy games outright instead of just streaming them too. Like, or having the Nintendo Switch Online service. But I think that's the model a lot of these companies are moving towards, is for you to have like a recurring subscription with them in order to access content and never own it. Oh, ZL? Oh, there's an enemy back there. Take that. And Dean Brock says, well, time for me to go. Good night, Rhea. Good night, everyone. All right, take care, Dean. Thanks so much for popping in. Hope you have a great rest of your evening. And Ismet says, have you seen Street Fighter 6 for 100 American money online? Yes, yeah, I have seen it. Yeah, so the new Street Fighter 6, it looks pretty cool. I saw from someone else's post, yeah, they're going back to their roots, going back to having an arcade mode. That's pretty promising. And Jonathan Mills says, I wish they made more M-rated Nintendo games. Oh yeah, that would be a fun, that would be really cool if they did. Mike H in the house over on YouTube. Hi Rhea, hope your Monday is going well. Thank you so much, Mike, I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, we're just chilling, playing some Tunic. This game's pretty challenging, but at least it's kind of cozy where you can just sort of leisurely make your way around the map. And J-Cut says, it is what it is. I love Game Pass. Come on, Xbox or PS3 and above, I just go digital. Or like, come Xbox or PS3 and above, I just go digital. Gotcha. And Ismet says, way too expensive just for one game. Yeah, like for Street Fighter, like all-inclusive edition that you might be referring to. Who's to say like what all the content is that you get included with it, and that will be a game that you play for several years in a row, I would assume, like with the booming online community for it. So, all right, I would imagine it would be booming at the very least. Take that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they have tentacles and they can fly. Nothing over there. And Ismet says, way too expensive for one game. Yeah, I think the perception of value might be different across, you know, various groups and audiences and stuff. So I think for me, like $100 for all-inclusive experience of a Street Fighter game. Yeah, I mean, back in the day, you'd have to buy multiple versions of Street Fighter 2 in order to enjoy all the content they put out for it. And I'm sure that was well above $100. Ismet says some people don't have $100 to give for one game. True, yeah. Gaming is definitely a luxury experience for sure. Not to like advocate, you know, hemorrhaging your wallet just to play one game, but I think what I'm trying to say is that, like, yeah, value perception is definitely different across different audiences. Like, for you, $100 for Street Fighter 6 might be too much, but for someone else, like, how I'm perceiving it is like, oh, that's actually a steal in all things considered. J-Cut says, live action My Hero Academia, not sure how I feel about that. Coming to Netflix, apparently. Yeah, dude, I was just saying with my friends who shared that with me, I was just like, can we get some, like, evidence of Yu Yu Hakusho and One Piece coming out first? Because we saw the cast that they picked for it, and yeah, it looks cool or whatever, but, like, all we got were cast announcements, nothing like a trailer or any sort of, photography on set or anything like that, so I'm just like, I want to be excited, but, part of me is sort of cynical about the intention of announcing it so early in pre-production, because they're trying to, again, like, feel how the audience reception is for it, and then decide how fast to, you know, produce the series based off of the excitement of it potentially coming out soon, or like coming out at all. Like, yeah, Netflix can announce stuff, but they don't. They may not have even started pre-production yet, or maybe they have. Maybe they have like a set list of people that they have considered to cast, and they already wrote like stories or things like that, or drafts of stories, and are considering it. But they want to see what the audience. They want to do the audience feel test, I guess. And Mike H over on YouTube says, according to the Capcom news, Street Fighter 6 is on schedule, and there will be 2 more physical releases, including Street Fighter 6 Champion Edition within 2 years. Oh, okay, so I was mistaken. I thought that the $100 value that Ismet mentioned would be basically the all-inclusive edition of every DLC that one would expect to come out for the game. I'm not sure if it is or not, but yeah. Is the Champion Edition probably going to be like the quote-unquote Game of the Year edition? J-Cut says, Street Fighter 6 is only coming to Series X and S and will not be available on Xbox One. Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, I know some people had like some feelings about the Xbox One holding back production, or like holding out, making game production stall out in terms of like really becoming next gen, due to like it having to still function on older hardware, like the Xbox One. I'm not sure how true that is, but yeah. Gibby says, lol, Smash Brothers is still $100 in Canada. In fact, most Nintendo games are pricey. Games are money in general now, lol. Yeah, that's what I was that's what I was like trying to explain, but like give some credit to, you know, how other people may perceive value differently than others. But yeah, Gibby, to your point, Nintendo titles stay $60 for basically ever. You might catch them on sale during the holidays for like $40 or so, but then they spike back up to 50 to 60. Legend of Zelda just barely started being $50 regularly, or semi-regularly, depending on the retailer you go to. I mean, Breath of the Wild, yeah. And then we got the new the sequel to Breath of the Wild coming out next year as well. Aries the Child, Rhea, good evening. What's up, chat? Hope y'all having a great Monday so far. What's up, Aries? Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. Ismet says, it depends what you get for the Switch. Do you mean, sorry, what game are you referring to, Ismet? I'm sorry, I may have missed a chat from you. Oh, you're waiting for Tekken 8, okay. And, yeah, Tekken 8 looks great, too. Dat music, though. And J-Cuts over on YouTube says, super excited for the next Legend of Zelda, but I need a Metroid Prime trilogy ASAP. Yeah, porting the Metroid trilogy games would definitely be a good move on Nintendo's part. Checkpoint. Check and mate. And Mike H says, I'm excited that there will be Street Fighter 6 arcade machine released by Taito in Japan. Oh, that's so awesome, Mike. Candy Cab. Hopefully it's a Candy Cab. And hopefully this makes its way to the States. Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. Hopefully, like, they take some to conventions for folks to experience at the very least. And Snelly says, as long as they have controller support. You mean for what game are you referring to, Snelly? Sorry, if I missed context for what you're referring to. Ismet says it depends on price change for the Switch games. Oh, the Switch games will probably still be full price due to the cost of the cartridge, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if that still applies or not, or if cartridge cost isn't as much of a factor anymore. I think it still is because data cartridges are more expensive than discs. And Snelly says, for Metroid Trilogy, sorry. Oh, for controller support. Yeah, because they were ported, there were games that were ported from onto the Wii. Got it, yeah. J-Cut says cabinets made of candy. Maybe I'll I'll make a gingerbread cabinet. And Slowly saying what's up to Aries. Barrel roll. The good part about not having my Gatorade during the stream is I can have it after the stream. Haha. Silver lining. Take that. Yes, yes. I wonder how much money we have. Oh, cool. We have 1,500. Very cool. So we can buy some more dynamite later. Snolly says the soundtrack is so good. Definitely grabbing that on Bandcamp. Yeah, dude. It's definitely a must-own. I bet it would make great countdown music too. I've been like striking out with my countdown music because I use like remixes of licensed songs. So then anytime there is like maybe like a couple seconds long snippet of like the lyrics and it sounds like the original song, YouTube will claim it and I will just snip it out after the fact. But yeah, so I like to change my intro music like every month or so. So yeah, I've been trying out different songs, but I just need to find some instrumentals, honestly. And Ismet says, would you ever go to Chocolate Factory? Maybe not. Maybe just like, what is the word? Like if it's like, if they offer like sugar-free chocolate, like if I go to C's Candy Factory, that'll be fun to like watch it happen, I guess, there. Or even like the Hershey's factory. I think they have sugar-free options as well. But yeah, it would just be like another painful reminder of all the food and sweets that I can't eat anymore. I think I read that. And then Jonathan says, another Adult Swim show I like is Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I like Aqua Teen Hunger Force as well. I think that they're coming out with a movie, or a second movie, because the other one they came out with came out in like 2006. I went to see that one in theaters with my mom. But yeah, I could be mistaken. It might already be out, actually. J-Cut says, I didn't know Papa Brad made music, JK. For the soundtrack? Is that what you're talking about? Sorry, the joke went over my head. Sorry. But yeah, thank you folks watching on Twitch and YouTube. I super appreciate it. Take that. Slanko says, the music in this game is so magical. Yes, girl. Big magic vibes for sure. Okay, let's keep going. And Megaboo, hi babes. Good to see you, Mego, over on Twitch. Thank you so much for popping in. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. J-Cut says, you were afraid of getting a copyright strike. Yeah, like, I wouldn't get a strike per se unless there was like, unless someone like manually complained. I think maybe like the music was scanned in my intro and YouTube caught it and they flagged it maybe. I'm not sure. And Ismet says, how far did you get on Sonic? Oh, I just got to the second island and did some item gathering, and then I just talked about music for like an hour and a half with the chat. That was fun. Megaboo over on Twitch says, you too, happy to finally make it to one of your streams. Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. Can't wait to see when you start streaming so I can come and watch your stuff too. Guardhouse 2. What is in here? Alright, we will head down these this ladder. Snilly saying hey to Slonko. Oh, speaking of games that have like different perceptions of value, Sonic Frontiers was on sale for $30, then it went back up to $60. I'm like, okay, you basically set the precedent that people should just wait for another price drop in this game. So I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot. Like, oh, if you were really going to drop it to $30, you might as well have been selling it for $40 or $30 since the beginning. Because now people won't buy it at all, expecting it to go back down in price. At least that's what I would do as a consumer. Like, if I didn't already own Sonic Frontiers and I missed out on the holiday sale price of it, I'm literally gonna just wait until it goes back on sale to $30. Mega Boo says, this game looks so dang cute. Really surprised one of the limited companies hasn't made a physical edition for it yet. Yeah, I think that may very well be in the cards, Mego. Yeah, this would definitely be a game people would buy for physical. I know I would. And Slunko saying, what's up to Snowly? Endless in the house. What's up, Endless? Good to see you, Dan. Dan the man. Dan the mushroom man. Welcome, welcome, dude. Thanks so much for popping in. We got all these giant spiders from Lord of the Rings attacking us. Shelob! I think that's the name of the spider from the battle with Sam and Frodo. Shelob's children are attacking us. And Slanka's saying, Endless! Pew pew! And Snolly saying, what's up to Endless? Snolly Games. Okay, yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to talk about Willow. So yeah, who else is watching Willow in the chat? Or are people just sort of sleeping on that one? I'm glad I'm not sleeping on it because obviously the movie Willow from 1988 is like really, really good. And I was like kind of cautiously optimistic about the Willow show, but I'm glad I watched it because it is really just like giving me lots of good brain chemicals. Endless One Up says, I'm watching it. Nice, dude. What are your thoughts on it? I love the character Borman. He is the former squire of Mad Mardigan. Like the dude with the long dark hair and beard. Back to safety. Let's go ahead and checkpoint here really quick. J-Cut says, I stole the baby. Yes, that's what the tiny folks say when like they stole the baby from Mad Mardigan. Mad Mardigan just like is constantly just like failing in the beginning of the movie. It's so funny. Like first he loses the baby, and then he gets caught by the bad guys. What is his future wife's name? I forget. Yeah, he gets captured by the bad guys, which also includes like his future wife. And he like sells out Willow as well, saying like, oh, we know you have the baby because he told us. I'm like, dude, really? And Movies Madison Entertainment Max in the house. Glad you like Willow. It's lighthearted fantasy. Nice change of pace after House of the Dragon and Rings. Yes, yeah, I love it. It's such a nice change of pace. Still very high fantasy. I'm enjoying it a lot, though. Thank you so much, Max, for popping in. I need to get on your show so we can talk about Willow one of these days. I don't know if doing a week-to-week discussion would be viable, but definitely like a season wrap-up discussion. And Jonathan says, I like the Ben 10 games on DS. Nice, dude. I never really got into Ben 10, but I know a lot of people who do like it. Old School says, Eight-Legged Freaks. Oh, I remember that movie. And Ismet says, do you miss Jak and Daxter games? Oh, yeah, the Jak and Daxter games. Yeah, totally. Yeah, for me, I missed out on the Jak and Daxter games growing up, so I was hoping to be able to play the PS2 games, especially emulating them on PC. They would run really well. And Endless One Up says, I like the show. It reminds me of a D&D party, which is fun. Oh, dude, so like you know about the movie adaptation for D&D that's coming out soon, right? With Chris Pine. And Aries says, how are you digging the game so far, Rhea? It's really cryptic. Ken, Retro Complex, was helping me for a bit. And now I'm just sort of exploring and gathering gold and stuff so I can buy some more materials. Let's see. J-Cut says, not a woman, not a woman. J-Cut says, that movie was a favorite growing up. I'll need to check it out, the show. Yeah, dude, I've been rewatching the movie on Disney Plus. It's like comfort food. It's so nice. And Movies Madness and Entertainment says, sure, you're my only other friend that's watching it. Oh, dude, Devin's watching it too. His only criticism was the use of the pop music, which I actually agree with. Luckily, it's not present too much outside of the credits, but yeah, that's my only, like, sort of grievance. I think Degrassi said that he was watching it too, and he appreciated that some of the dialogue seemed a little, like, out of time for, like, the Middle Ages or whatever time frame we want to, you know, compare it to for, like, for the show. But I kind of like it because that's what they did in the original movie as well. Some of the humor seemed out of time as well. And Ismet says, buy on PS4 digital game Jak and Daxter. I would, but yeah, I could just play it on my computer as well. Jonathan says, my favorite Ben 10 game is Ultimate Alien Cosmic Destruction on DS. And Slanko says, Willow is such a classic, I gotta get to the show. Yeah, girl, definitely. I will say that, like, I guess, like, my initial thoughts on the show are, I don't want to influence your perception of it too much, but the first episode was kind of me just getting acclimated to the characters and who they are and their motivations and their personalities. Then the second episode, it started to pick back up because we actually got more time with Willow, like Warwick Davis as Willow, and we're reintroduced to some of the characters from the movie as well, like his family. There are some characters from Willow that I wish they had brought back. Like, I wish they had brought back Tony Cox. So, like, if y'all don't know who that is, it's the dude who was, he was in Bad Santa, and he was also in Friday, the movie with Ice Cube. So, yeah, he was also in Willow as well, funny enough. So, I wish they had brought him back. And I'm not sure if the other actors were still with us or not, but yeah, that would have been a fun sort of Easter egg to throw in. And Megaboo says, oh my god, that you said Tony Hawk. I was like, what? No, sorry, Tony Cox is the actor dude from, like, Bad. He played the elf dude for Bad Santa. And Slanko says, is it on Netflix? Willow is on Disney Plus, and so is the movie. And Movies Madness Entertainment says, oh, okay, yeah, I think Devin is enjoying the show so far. And J Cut says, have you ever played the Willow arcade game? No, I haven't. What is that one? Now, like, I'm really interested to try and stream that in the future. Old School says, Limited Run does physical copy of Jak and Daxter. Really? What system did they do physical copy for? Old School? Endless One Up says, maybe Tony Cox will appear. Yes, true. That is totally true. There's still, like, a strong possibility he may appear. And there's still a possibility we might see Val Kilmer as Mad Mardigan, but I would not hold my breath, honestly, on that cameo happening, just because, like, we know that Val Kilmer is kind of, like, not in the best health, and his ability to speak is also severely impacted as well, so yeah. Old School says, he was also in Me, Myself, and Irene. Oh, Tony Cox? Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, he's super funny. Yeah, I would love to see him in the show. I'm trying to think. I don't think he spoke in the Willow movie, because I rewatched it a couple times recently, and when I recognized him, I was like, oh yeah, that's him. It's that guy. But yeah, I don't think they gave him any lines. Endless says, yeah, Val hasn't done a ton because of that. Yeah. I know that there was a documentary that was released that a lot of folks really enjoyed, that kind of got into some of, like, the IRL stuff that he's been dealing with because of that. I loved him in Batman Forever as well. I talk about Batman Forever on and off on here, just, like, in passing. But yeah, I think the last time I mentioned it recently, I was like, yeah, I actually really liked his portrayal of Bruce Wayne and Batman. It was pretty solid in my opinion. That silence, though. And J-Cut says, there's an old arcade game for Willow by Capcom, and it was ported to new NES. I think that might be what you mean. Yeah, NES. But both play differently. I prefer the arcade version. Ooh, okay. So, yeah, I will definitely have to check that out, especially if it's a Capcom title. Yeah, they hardly miss on anything. So, yeah, I'll have to check it out. what I was thinking of doing, maybe like having the member requests for during the week, and then on the weekend I'll play just like a random game that I just want to play. Because that's what I did with Dragon Quest Treasures, and it just worked out because that game came out and it was like, you know, topical and stuff. So maybe I'll just do the Willow game this weekend if I can remember to do it. Oh, can I turn this off? Like, I don't know how to change this. This is, oh. Old School says, I thought Val was good in Real Genius. I think I've seen that one. Was that a 90s movie? I think he was in Heat as well with like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino. Endless says it might be an 80s movie, lol. Real Genius. Megaboo says, did you see Val's cameo in Top Gun Maverick? Love how they edited his voice to make it work. Oh, no, I haven't seen Top Gun Maverick yet, Megaboo. I haven't even seen the original Top Gun yet. I know, like, it's, like, required viewership for people who like 80s stuff, but yeah, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But that's really cool that they were able to add Val into the movie. I saw in the trailer that they had a photo of him, so I wasn't sure if they were just going to, you know, allude to him existing at one point, or if we were actually going to physically see him. And that's kind of how I'm feeling about Willow. I'm just like, y'all keep talking about Mad Mardigan, but we haven't seen him yet, so I'm wondering if we're going to get a cameo or not. And Megaboo says, oh shit, spoiler, I'm so sorry. No, it's all good, it's all good. Like, that movie has been way spoiled because it made like, what, $1 billion or something? So literally everyone and their mom has seen it, but except me. And Endless says, 85. Oh, it came out in that movie y'all are talking about. What did y'all say it was? Real Genius. Okay, so that was an 85 movie. Oh, he was super young back then. That was before he became the Val Kilmer. And Endless One Up says, lol, yeah, 85. It was a fun movie, though. Check it out if you get a chance. Very fun and lighthearted. Silly movie of the 80s. I love silly 80s movies. Yeah, the Robert Downey Jr. 80s movies are really good. Wasn't he in one with Rodney Dangerfield? It was called Back to School or something. I like those. I like fun, stupid movies. And J Cut says, the Willow NES game kind of plays like Legend of Zelda, and the arcade one is more of a platformer run and gun. Oh, I see. Okay, interesting. Yeah, for the Willow game, I wonder if I would just, like, gravitate more towards the NES one. I'm not sure. I'll like download both and then just sort of like compare and see which one I want to play. I could probably play both, honestly, depending on how long the arcade one is. Like, if it only goes for like 45 minutes or whatever, I guess I could boot up the NES one afterwards. And Endless One Up says, ha, back to school. I know, yeah. Oh, and speaking of Rodney Dangerfield, I love Caddyshack. Since we were talking about golf earlier, or folks who like Switch sports and golf, the only thing I know about golf is, yeah, Caddyshack is a cool movie. And the Chevy Chase in it. I love Chevy Chase's character in it too. He's like such a tool. Like, if you like Mad Mardigan, I think you might like Chevy Chase's character in Caddyshack. But I think the main difference is that Mad Mardigan is actually a capable warrior. Whereas Chevy Chase plays just like a stuck-up yuppie. And J-Cut says, yeah, the arcade one isn't going to take you too long. Back to School has my favorite author in it, Kurt Vonnegut. Oh, that name sounds familiar. Yeah, okay, cool. So, like, was that person like a professor in the movie or something? Was it like a special cameo like that? Let me see, what other fun, stupid 80s movies do I like? Weird Science. I was gonna sing it in like the Oingo Boingo Danny Elfman voice. Let's see what else. Fun 80s movies. I'm trying to think. When I'm on the spot, I can't think of stuff. Old School says, A Scanner Darkly is a good film. It has Keanu Reeves, Winona Ryder, Robert Downey Jr., and Woody Harrelson. Yeah, no, the Scanner Darkly, that is the, I think it's like really like rotoscoped, right? Or like it's rotoscoped in, like 3D almost, right? It's like 2D, but it has like a lot of like 3D, it has sort of a 3D aesthetic. And J-Cut says, Lily played himself. Rodney Dangerfield had him write his book report on the book he wrote. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. It's been a minute since I watched the movie. And Jonathan says, my favorite movie of 1984 is A Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Let me see. What other movies do I really like from the 80s? I used to like a lot of the Brat Pack movies. The ones with like... Molly Ringwald in them, and I'm blanking on the kid, that nerdy kid's name. Anthony Michael Hall, yeah. And then who else was in the Brat Pack? Rob Lowe, I guess maybe Demi Moore. Who else? Judd Nelson. Yeah, I love Judd Nelson. I think he did another college movie where he was like, he's kind of like this too cool for school dude, and like everyone else is kind of like uptight and like all about, you know, being in college or whatever and taking everything seriously, and then he just comes and like disrupts everything. I forget if it's college or, I think it is a college movie. And then Megaboo says, Breakfast Club. Over the summer I went to Chicago and went to where the school was. It's now a judicial building. Oh, really? Wow, that's awesome that you were able to see like the actual building. Yeah, a lot of the movies from that era, from, gosh, what is the director's name? John, God, I'm drawing a blank. The name of the director, God, I forget his name, but yeah, he places all his movies in Chicago, I noticed. John Hughes, Breakfast Club. Yeah, John Hughes. Thank you, Megaboo and J-Cuts. Old School says, Anthony Michael Hall. Yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm terrible with names when I'm trying to, you know, read the chat, play the game, and think of stuff. But like I said earlier, I'm like, I can't do one thing at a time because then I'll get frustrated and can't focus. So I'd rather do multiple things terribly at the same time. Alrighty. Might be wrapping up soon. Just gonna keep gathering up items and currency and stuff though in the meantime. J-Cut says, you knew Oingo Boingo though. Yeah, I did. I'm a little more familiar with Oingo Boingo just because I listen to them IRL more frequently than I do watch these movies. And I think we were just talking about 80s music the other day, so they were a little bit more immediate in my memory. I could like sort by recent more quickly in my brain and access information that way. And Mitchell B, hello Rhea, we're watching from work. Welcome Mitchell B, hope you're having a great Monday so far. Thanks for popping in over on YouTube. And Mike says over on YouTube, Rhea can only multitask so much. I know, right? My poor brain. I appreciate the understanding though. I like that y'all know what I'm talking about, but like you'll just watch me struggle for 5 minutes until someone eventually puts it in the chat. Like we'll be here all day until like I can like think of it. Yay, pretty music. Some more exclusive items. Take that. And thank you folks watching over on Twitch and YouTube. I super appreciate it. J-Cut says, Rhea, you like Huey Lewis? Not too much. Like, he's okay. I'm like curious, does anyone know if Huey Lewis in the News wrote I Want a New Drug before the Ghostbusters theme came out? Because I think there was like some litigation happening around that. Apparently maybe like the Huey Lewis song came out first, and then that's why that whole discussion happened with Ghostbusters, but I could be wrong. And Kale Sonata says, thank you for the comfy stream. Thank you for holding it down over on Twitch, dude. I appreciate your support. And Jake Cuts, Jonathan says over on YouTube, I like the Netflix show called Jessica Jones. I like seeing Carrie Ann Moss. Yeah, I'm hoping that they find a way to integrate those characters into the MCU and we get additional either TV show or short form content or movies with them. Old School says, fun fact, Huey Lewis sued Ray Parker Jr. for copyrights over his new drug song when he claimed Ray Parker used the same theme for the Ghostbusters song. It's pretty close. That's why I was curious, like, who knows some more information about that. J-Cut says, When a New Drug came out first, he sued Ray Parker. It's funny that the Ray Parker song is like one of the most well-known themes ever, though, and no one realizes that it totally like ripped off an existing song. Alright, what's in here? Nothing. My stream says I dropped 105 frames. I wonder why. And J-Cut says, I grew up on Huey Lewis. It was like one of the few albums my parents played that I liked. You know who I like that you just randomly reminded me of? Hall & Oates. I love me some Hall & Oates. I will bump them in the car all day long. In the headphones even, when I'm cleaning. Or I'll just play it on my phone, on speaker, while I'm cleaning as well. What are y'all's favorite Hall & Oates songs? Definitely drop them in the chat. So I think my some of my favorites are obviously I Can't Go For That and Out of Touch. I love Out of Touch. That's one of my favorite Hall & Oates songs. Old School says Huey Lewis won a non-disclosure lawsuit. Later in an interview, Huey Lewis disclosed how much he actually got from the lawsuit, and in return, Ray Parker Jr. sued him back for breaking the non-disclosure. Oh God, the pettiness. I mean, I guess whatever it takes to get the bag or whatever. It's funny that Ray Parker had to go out of his way. It wasn't like, you know, the owners of the song, or I guess, because like if he owns this, I'm wondering like, oh, did he have grounds to sue because he still owned the rights to the song? I thought it would have been owned by Universal or Sony or whoever owns Ghostbusters right now. Mike says, Hall & Oates, I always crank when one drops on the drive home. I Can't Go For That. Yes, yeah, definitely. That is a song that I like to listen to when it's like on the radio too. I'll just like, when I hear it in passing while I'm surfing on I'm surfing the radio stations for something to listen to, I will stop at that song. I didn't even know that until recently that Hall & Oates were from the 70s. I thought they were exclusively an 80s band, but yeah, the more you know. Oh yeah, Private Eyes, Mike. That's a great one. Private Eyes on the drive home. Yes. Oh my gosh, I have to pretend I'm in a music video when that song comes on. The music video for that song is pretty funny as well. J-Cut says, I Can't Go For That. I know, everyone loves I Can't Go For That. I'm the only one who said Out of Touch. I love that song. Oh, and Phil Collins. Oh my gosh, I love Phil Collins. I will listen to him every day. He's so wonderful. And the Tarzan soundtrack, like not just like Phil Collins's like albums or whatever, like outside of Tarzan, I will actually listen to the Tarzan soundtrack as well. Take that. And One Crummy Gamer, what's up, Crummy? Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Thanks so much for popping in. We're just talking about some of our favorite 80s music. I mentioned Hall & Oates, Phil Collins, Boingo Boingo. We kind of like started with 80s movies, like John Hughes movies, and then we just sort of got back into talking about music and stuff. Not sure if you have any like favorite 80s bands or musicians that you really like that you want to jump in the chat. And Crummy says, oh, I freaking love Tunic. Oh my god, 80s, such a vibe. Yes, girl, totally. I feel it. Thank you so much for coming through to hang out for a little bit. So I'm feeling like I spent today basically just relearning the controls and navigating the map. It's a little cryptic, but I'm kind of getting the hang of it. So yeah. I'm sure as I continue to play it, it will get easier. I'm anticipating wrapping up in about 5 minutes so I can hit the 2-hour mark. And Old School says, I like when Phil Collins was in Genesis in the video for Land of Confusion. That is a banger video for sure. The stop motion, it goes hard as heck in that. Or sorry, the puppets in that music video go hard. Oh, and Peter Gabriel, yeah, I really like his music as well. Crummy says, I'm glad I got to catch you live. I'm usually at work, so I miss them, but you're such a gem. Oh, thank you so much, Crummy. I appreciate it. I'm glad I got to meet you and Snowly and a bunch of other cool, awesome folks like Good Talk and Exploring Game Pass. So yeah, I'm excited to catch y'all's podcast in the future. And J Cut says, Bobby Caldwell, Carry On. I was obsessed with that song for a while. I've never heard that one. I only know the one song from him, Do For Love, that everyone else knows. That's been covered to death. But yeah, I would want to listen to more of his music. Thank you for the recommendation. Take that. Go, 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 go. Haha. Haha. Jonathan says, I like the cover by Disturbed. Oh, what song did Disturbed do a cover of? Do For Love? Jonathan says, another anime based on a game I like is Dragon Ball Origins on DS. Very cool. Another enemy. Take that. You will rue this day. Rue it, I say. Jonathan says, Land of Confusion. Oh, Disturbed did a cover of Land of Confusion. Is Disturbed considered a new metal band, or are they just straight up metal? But yeah, thank you folks watching over on Twitch and YouTube. I super appreciate it. Get out of this muck. Jonathan says they used to be new metal. Oh, so they used to be new metal. What are they considered now, Jonathan? When Crummy says, ouch, I can feel those hits. Yeah, I can feel it in the rumble on my PS5 controller too. I often would play with my Pro controller, but I got a PS5 controller from my sister, and I'm enjoying it so far. Mike says, Disturbed Glass Shatters is one of my favorites. Y'all are giving me tons of super great recommendations all over the genre map. We got some Bobby Caldwell, we got some Disturbed. Jonathan says, I guess hard rock. Oh, okay. Interesting. We'll go ahead and save there. Let me see. Let me just make sure I saved. Okay, I think we're all good. So yeah, I am gonna thank folks in the chat for holding it down, and thank y'all so much for making this an awesome stream. And Run Crummy Gamer says, I've heard great things about Disturbed. I know a lot of people really like their music. Like, for me, if it's a band that I don't like actively follow, I only know certain songs, so sometimes I may forget the name of the band that did a song, but I'll recognize the song itself. But yes, as we wrap up on on Twitch and YouTube. I'll go ahead and thank folks who popped in over on Twitch. Thank you to Kale Sonata, Mo Moon for holding it down over on Twitch, as well as Megaboo. I appreciate y'all's support so much. And thank you to One Crummy Gamer, Jonathan Mills, Old School, Mike H, and Jay Cuts for hanging out in the chat over on YouTube. I much appreciate it. And let's see. Yep, Old School, Jonathan, Endless One Up. Thank you, Dan, so much for hanging out in the chat earlier. Aries the Child, Slonko Bomb, and let's see who else came by. Max, Movies, Madness, and Entertainment. Thanks for popping in. We were gabbing about Willow, and let's see who else came by to bless our chat today. Stampede Gaming was here earlier as well. Thank you, Joe, for stopping by. And Snowly Games, thank you so much for holding it down in the chat. Yes, thank you so much, Kale Sonata, for holding it down in the chat on Twitch. I appreciate your support. And Ismet, thank you so much for being in the YouTube chat. Dean Brogg, thanks so much for hanging out for a bit. Let's see, Quiet Chris, thank you so much for visiting and for your support. I appreciate it. And Retro Complex, Ken, thank you so much for your guidance on the game earlier. I appreciate you as always, friend. And Jonathan Vasquez, as well as who else came by? It's all BS. Oh, right. Yeah, we got a generous donation from Albus earlier for the milk tea, even though I don't drink milk tea, but thank you all the same. And thank you, Gibby, for coming through over on YouTube. Keely Chow. Let's see, who else? Thousand Star, I appreciate you visiting over on YouTube too. Hope you're doing well. Let's see, I think the chat might be running out of space for me to scroll through. I think Mattia was here earlier too, and Sam Falcon, yes, he was here earlier too. And I think that's most of the folks. Sorry if I missed anyone. Luke's Awakening says, crap, did I miss it? I have had an insane day. No way, Luke. Thank you so much for popping in. I appreciate your support as always. Yeah, we are wrapping up, but I'll be sure to catch your stream if you're on later. And yeah, I was just going through thanking everyone for tuning in. But yes, I'll go ahead and play my outro. Thank you for stopping by. And Mike says, thanks, Rhea. See you soon. See you soon. And thank you, Old School, for hanging out in the chat. Have a great night, everyone. Crummy says, oh, I'm glad I was able to be here. Great stream. Thank you, Crummy. And yes, thank you for popping in. Luke, I will see you online. Luke says, I had that messed up. No streams till Friday. Have a great one. Oh, yeah, no worries, no worries. Kale says, good night, Ray, and thank you. Thank you, Kale, for your support. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and play the outro, and I'll catch y'all later. All right, take care. Bye.